Hi everyone. Today I'm going to share with you some information about Kacip Fatimah fish dry extract. So Kacip Fatimah is very famous as a female anti-aging trick. Scientifically, it is known as Labicia pumila. Okay, in Malaysia, it is famous for being named as Queen of Herb. Traditionally, it has been used by Malay women for many years. Why? This is the important reason why. It can induce and facilitate childbirth, help in contract the birth channel after giving birth, tone the abdominal muscle, regain the body strength, maintain a healthy reproductive system, and also to settle your menstrual irregularity problem. So this is my personal experience. When I go into the labor room, Chinese and Indian, they are screaming like hell because of the labor pain. But Malay women, they're just very cool, sleeping over there on the bed. No screaming, no nothing. Even giving birth also, their face doesn't change much, okay? Maybe this is the reason why lah. But all of these traditional medicinal uses documented here, not all is scientifically proven, okay? Let me share with you some information about hormone balance. Why hormone balance is so important. When you have hormone imbalance, you tend to have acne on your face, gynae problem, premature graying of your hair, weight gain, and also mood swing. So now you know why when you go back home, you take one glass of water, also your wife will be screaming at you, getting mad at you. Okay, this might be one of the reasons. So first group of people, young adult will have hormone deficiency problem as well. So when they have hormone deficiency, okay, the estrogen level irregular, they will tend to have similar symptoms like aging, okay. Anabolic hormone decreases and also your physical function will decrease. That's why when you see some young adult, they walk very slow like old lady like that. So they might be having this hormone deficiency problem as well. So second group of people would be those people that already menopause, okay. Ovulation decreases by the age of 40 and they have menopause by the age of 60. So when you menopause that time, your estrogen level will decrease. When your estrogen level is low, aging process will start. Okay, that is why when you are young that time with full of estrogen, you look very pretty like this. When you get older, your skin condition becomes like this, you look very old. So now let us talk about the scientifically proven benefit of Kacip Fatimah. Kacip Fatimah is very efficient on helping you in weight management, reduce the cardiovascular risk after menopause, anti-photoaging, and also to prevent osteoporosis after menopause. So let me share with you one by one. Let's talk about weight management first. So this researcher has been conducted on ovarectomy rat and tested on the adipose tissue. So what is adipose tissue? Before that, please keep in mind is that after menopause, you will have estrogen deficiency. When you are low in estrogen, you will tend to gain weight and increase the adiposity. So what is adiposity? What is adipose tissue? Let me explain to you. This is the formation of the cellulite behind your thigh, okay? So these yellow circles, yellow sphere are adipocytes. And this is the collagen, okay? This is the condition of a normal adipose tissue. Your skin is very linear, okay? This is the condition of obese adipose tissue, where you can see that the yellow circle become very big in size and the skin condition like got wrinkles like that. So this is the condition of the cellulite behind your thigh. So adipose tissue consists of these large lipid-filled cells. When layman term, we know this as fat cells. Okay, that is held within a framework of collagen fiber. These are the collagen fibers. So first thing, we need to prove whether Kacip Fatimah acts same as the estrogen. So this is the picture of the adipose tissue, where the circle one is the adipocyte. This is the normal adipose tissue. Now this that I share with you is the adipose tissue of menopause or ovarectomy terminus rat. This black color thingy is the blood vessel, okay? So after consuming Kacip Fatimah, there is no increase in the adipocyte sizes, okay? It's almost the same. And there is no increase in the blood vessel of the tissue. You can't see any dark color, black color thing over here. So for estrogen replacement treatment, the adipose tissue is smaller compared to others, and there is no blood vessel as well. Therefore, we can conclude that Kacip Fatimah and estrogen are giving the same effect. So now let us proceed to how Kacip Fatimah is going to help you in weight management. This is the cross section of the adipose tissue. This is the adipocyte. This is the membrane of it. This is the normal rat. So this is the after menopause, where you can see the membrane is very thick compared to this normal one. So after consuming Kacip Fatimah, you can see that the membrane here is fading. So this indicates the rupture of the membrane. For estrogen replacement treatment, same thing as Kacip Fatimah, you can see the membrane is fading off, rupture of the membrane, and also the fragmentation of the collagen fibers. This is the collagen fibers. Therefore, by rupturing the membrane, the adipose tissue will reduce because the adipocyte has been disturbed, and also reduce the storing of excess energy, which is reduce the storing of fat. Therefore, reduce your body fat. It will help in weight management. So now, let's proceed to the cardiovascular risk. How Kacip Fatimah can help in reducing the cardiovascular risk after menopause. So these researchers have conducted to monitor on the aorta of these menopause rats. Okay, they measure the aorta stiffness, which is a very useful tool to predict the cardiovascular disease and also the mortality. So this is the thickness of a normal rat aorta. This is after menopause. You can see the thickness have increased. So consuming Kacip Fatimah and estrogen replacement treatment, the wall is also thicker than normal, but it's not as thick as the menopause one. But please take note that having thick aorta doesn't mean it's beneficial to you. Let us look at the cross section of the aorta. So this is the normal cross section of the aorta. The part that you have to keep in mind is, you have to take note, is the elastic part. This elastic part function is very, very important for your blood circulation and also the osmosis process in your body. This is after menopause, where you can see the elastic part is very, very thick, but it is disturbed. You can view this as the rubber band, okay? This is the unstretched rubber band, okay? There is still flexibility over there. Whereas this menopause one is the stretched rubber band. So you further stretch, it will indicate snap. This is after consuming Kacip Fatimah. You can see the elastic part is comparable to the normal aorta. It is still elastic. So this is the estrogen replacement treatment. The elastic part is slightly disturbed, but it's not as bad as the postmenopause one. Therefore, we can say that Kacip Fatimah have a better cardioprotective effect than estrogen. It's because of this elastic part. Next, Kacip Fatimah is very effective on giving anti-photo-aging effect. So what is photo-aging? So let's look at this video. So this video showed you that exposing to UV radiation, it can cause inflammation, the drying of your skin, and also the thickening of your skin, the wrinkles, and also the pigmentation. So this is another example, the real example of exposing to UV radiation. This is the normal skin condition, while this side is after exposing 25 years of UV radiation without applying anything. Why he get this is because he is a truck driver, is a lorry driver. That's why when you drive that time, this side of the face are exposing the UV, this side is very safe. So this is a very, very good example for UV radiation effect. So you can see here, the skin is thickening and there is obvious wrinkles compared to this one. So now you know why those women like to apply SPF 60 lah, 30 lah to block the skin from UV radiation, because they want to protect the skin so that it become pretty and maintain the beautiful of the skin. So research has been conducted on Kacip Fatimah on this photo-aging effect. So firstly, when you expose to UV radiation, the cell death will increase by 28%. So your cell viability is reduced compared to you didn't expose to UV radiation. So after consuming Kacip Fatimah, the cell viability is increased to up to 20% compared to you didn't eat anything and then you just exposed to UV radiation. So when we expose to UV radiation, you tend to feel pain on your skin, you get redness. This is because of the inflammation. So when you expose, you will have 100%, okay, of the radiation of the effect compared to you didn't expose to UV sunlight. So after consuming Kacip Fatimah, your inflammation can reduce up to 92%. Therefore, we can say that Kacip Fatimah can relieve your skin inflammation due to UV radiation. So, when your cell viability decreases due to UV radiation, your cell cannot produce pro-collagen, okay? Therefore, your pro-collagen will reduce, your synthesis will reduce to up to 61% because of the UV radiation. So after consuming Kacip Fatimah, your cell viability increase. Therefore, your pro-collagen synthesis will also increase. The effect is up to 270%. So it can restore, so Kacip Fatimah can restore your collagen production to almost normal and even better than normal under UV radiation. Therefore, Kacip Fatimah can protect your skin against photo-aging. Lastly, we talk about preventing postmenopausal osteoporosis. How it can prevent osteoporosis. So first, what is osteoporosis? Let me share with you this video for you to understand more what is osteoporosis.
Vertebral collapse is often secondary to osteoporosis and is more prevalent in women. Loss of bone mass can be accelerated following the onset of the menopause, which can give rise to osteoporosis. This loss includes early and progressive declines in trabecular bone.
So this is what happens when you are having osteoporosis. Your bone becomes very, very hollow and it tends to crack very easily. So this researcher, they investigated on the bone marker and the bone calcium in the rat model of postmenopausal osteoporosis. First, we need to understand how bone is formed. Okay, this video will show you how the bone is formed.
The density of bone is modulated by a group of cells including osteoclasts, which are multinucleated cells that resorb bone, and osteoblasts, which refill the resorption cavities created by osteoclasts. Osteoclasts anchor themselves to the surface of bone. This creates a microenvironment underneath the cell, which is referred to as the sealed zone. Within this zone, the osteoclasts create an acidic environment that dissolves the bone's mineral content. Once the mineral content of the bone has been dissolved, enzymes released from osteoclasts remove the remaining collagenous bone matrix to complete the process of resorption. Following resorption, osteoblasts move into the resorption space and start to produce and deposit organic matrix called osteoid. Osteoid, a substance made predominantly of collagen, forms a scaffold in which minerals including calcium and phosphate begin to crystallize. Some active osteoblasts become trapped within the matrix they secrete and thereby become osteocytes. Other osteoblasts will undergo apoptosis or will revert back to lining cells which cover the surface of bone. This cycle of bone resorption and formation is referred to as remodeling. There is also a process where bone formation by osteoblasts occur without prior bone resorption by osteoclasts. This results in an increase in bone mass and is referred to as bone modeling. Bone modeling promotes the growth of bones and is important for maintaining bone strength. Remodeling also plays an important role during bone growth by optimizing the growing structure.
So after understanding how the bone is formed, now let me explain to you what is bone marker. So these are the two bone markers that we are going to talk about. One is osteocalcin, which is a non-collagenous protein synthesized by the matured osteoblast. It is a specific marker for bone formation. The other one we call CTX. Is the peptide fragment from collagen degradation during bone resorption. Therefore, is a very special marker for bone resorption. So this researcher they found out that when you are normal and then you progress to menopause, your bone marker, this osteocalcin will reduce up to 73%. Okay, after menopause. So after consuming Kacip Fatimah, your bone marker level will go up again to about 73%, which means Kacip Fatimah can normalize your postmenopausal bone formation by looking at this bone marker. Besides that, we look at the CTX bone marker. After your menopause, your CTX bone marker will increase up to 150%. Okay? But after you consume Kacip Fatimah, it will reduce this bone marker up to 52%. Therefore, Kacip Fatimah can prevent the elevation of this resorption bone marker. Besides looking at these two bone markers, we also need to see about the bone calcium. Okay, after menopause, your bone calcium will decrease up to 38%. Okay, that is why you tend to have osteoporosis, because your bone calcium has been reduced. So after consuming Kacip Fatimah, it will increase back your bone calcium up to 32%. Although the effect is not as good as the estrogen replacement treatment, but is good enough to restore back your bone calcium. Therefore, Kacip Fatimah is a potential alternative treatment for postmenopausal osteoporosis. So, you'll be wondering whether is it safe or not to consume Kacip Fatimah. Don't worry, toxicity test has been conducted. Okay, they found out that 50 milligram per kilo of this water extract of Kacip Fatimah do not give any side effect. Therefore, it's very, very safe to consume. But the recommended daily dosage would be just 200 milligram. Okay, to be on the safe side so that you won't get any side effects and you get the benefit of it slowly. However, another research has been conducted to see the drug interaction of this Kacip Fatimah and other conventional drug. They found out that Kacip Fatimah have potential to react with conventional drugs when you take it together. So it's to be safe that you consult your doctor first if you are under any medication. We recommend this Kacip Fatimah for healthy women whereby you didn't take any medication, conventional drugs, or those with hormone imbalance, as it will act the same way as estrogen. It can solve your problem. And also postmenopausal women to introduce back your estrogen and also to avoid those health disadvantages due to menopause. These are the references that I've referred and also showed you just now. Thank you so much for your kind attention.